So walking to school holding hands with Everett Ruess. So I've been doing this, well, I used to when I was a little boy. I would walk from my mom's house, my grandma. So that's the first school in all of Western Weaver County. Inga Marie Mickelson's house, my great-great-grandma. Grandma's house, my great-grandma's house, my great-great-grandma's house, my mom and dad's house, my house. So this is where I'd always walk to school. So there used to be Leslie Hodson, incredible masterpiece right there. Frank Lloyd Wright. This is the Hooper Irrigation Canal. My grandpa was the president of it. They put through here in '68. Goes all the way to Muskrat Springs. They call Hooper. How the hell they named the high school right over there blows my mind. One person says we're going to be Texas. Texas Longhorns. The Texas's colors when we all voted for the Taylor Ducks. I voted for the Muskrats. Of course, there's no muskrats. There's still some ducks. But this is how things get done around here. You know? It's like the garbage pickup. They shove garbage pickup down your throat. You know, I used to take my own to the transfer station. They won't let you. This is how fucked up that. Republic gets the contract without bid, without negotiation. So walking to school, holding hands with Everett Ruess, is a 5-mile walk I do, a 5.5 each way, each day. So what's the answer to the environmental equation? Stop consuming. The United States consuming 54% of the world's product. We make up less than 4%. 1980, we consumed 12. We used to recycle in the 70s. You'd walk to Depot Grocery down there, which was a full-blown out market. Had everything. There we go. There's a Longhorn. Perfect, right? That's what they named the school after. Fucking becomes as natural as occupying an Oregon bird refuge. Orwell on Balco. So this will be the end. I didn't do this. And this is the Blanche family land, and I didn't do it. Don't blame me. I didn't get any money out of it. I didn't get 5 cents. I didn't do it. So first house going in here next couple days, and it's a wetland. Beautiful, incredible wetland. How'd they pull that off? That's a good fucking question. It's a good question. Well, again, that's how they do shit. Something rotten in the New Denmark here. It's all corrupt. The laws don't mean a damn thing here. You know, there's, two sets of rules. So, walking to where she got cut, which blows my mind. But when you get hurt on the last play of the last game, why was he on the field? But, again, it's Weaver. It's a curse. So, 7th generation on it. Used to be so many birds here. This is where I'd walk to school. And so that Leslie Hodson used the Frank Lloyd Wright prairie style on this, the only one in the United States that was left. I had the money appropriated. I remember the superintendent came to my house. I had a central line hanging out of my jugular vein, so full of cancer, it was unbelievable. He says, you got it written into the contract that brick by brick they take a price and build a wall. Right, it's written into the contract. Well, there's the principal up there saying he doesn't have time. What are you talking about, doesn't have time? I can't do it. I've got a central line. I'm full of leukemia. I'd bring a crew of guys up and we'd do it. Nope. So they tore it all down. I'll post the videos illegally. Didn't say, written into the contract. They never got away with it, but I was full of cancer. I protested up there. So me and Clay Penman and his wife went up and dug through that night. Found enough of the tiles in the top, imported from Italy, the brick pavers. We dug through, found enough to build a mailbox. So we got a mailbox when it was supposed to be a whole facade. It's over. So, walking to school with Everett Ruess, 5.5 miles each way. What's the answer? Cars. They're up 6,000% in 40 years, more than that. Get rid of cars. I mean, and it's the culture of cars. This baby boomer culture and we need to incentivize and change the way people think about walking, about driving. Well, we have no sidewalk out here. We have no bus. You know, you go to Europe, it's second nature. You walk, you ride the bus, you ride the train. Of course, when there ain't a bus. But here, people are so addicted to their car, it's sick. Look at what that is. Those are 3 sandhill cranes. Wow, nice. Probably wasn't able to see them with the sun going. 3 sandhill cranes. So, mom and dad with a baby. So, walking to school, holding hands with Everett Ruess, which I've been doing since 1965. So, it's over. I didn't do this. This subdivision had nothing to do with me. In fact, I fought it. I didn't want it. So, out of all those Blanche boys out here, and we're talking 50-something grandsons, I'm the only one that's lived here my entire life. But I got no say. I'm a fool to do your dirty work, and I do it all. You know, Mega Welfare Dairy. And I like how everybody says, oh, Gibsons were here for... No, they weren't. Wayne has passed away, Gibson. Did you know he was adopted? Wayne was adopted. Yeah. I knew his dad. His dad was a good guy. So was his grandpa. His friends with him. But, oh, the Gibsons were here first. They've taken over the place and just torn it. Mega Dairy Welfare, Queens Drain off the marsh, get away with it. Here first. I don't think so. He was adopted. Inger Milfe Nicholson from Denmark was here first. You know, so I'm 7th generation. Walking to school with Everett Ruess, holding hands with a Frank Lloyd Wright master. I went to a Frank Lloyd Wright in elementary, torn down, gone. I went to a Frank Lloyd Wright, Walquist Jr., excuse me, Leslie Hodson. Walquist torn down. Was supposed to go to Leslie Hodson Masterpiece. Weaver High, 12th band. Washington, that's where I'm walking to. Torn down. I didn't do this. This is all a wetland. It's a giant artesian pond right there. How'd they get away with that? It's a good fucking question. Good fucking question. Get up, like Brent said, my cousin, the football coach of Fremont. I like Christian's leading the freaking... Claude died, wasn't an athlete. Wheeler died, wasn't an athlete. Goes on. Christian's leading the state in tackles. So, take a picture, because it's over. There's my old house, the big house. They took that from me illegally. But that's a whole nother nightmare. So, fighting cancer. Lost my survival bracelet. I don't know how I lost that, where I lost it. Who knows? But I got cancer in 2011, given 2 months to live. Almost 11 years ago now. And unsurvivable cancer. Had open heart surgery 5 years ago. Gallbladder rupture 2 years ago. Teeth come out this year. Mike Lee kicked me out Medicaid, so I got no credit. Of course I ain't got no credit. My medical bills are... I was a millionaire when I got sick. I don't mind walking at all. If there was a sidewalk, but there isn't. So, I don't know how they got away with this. But they did. Walking to school. It won't be long. This will be all houses. They'll build them up in a second. And I didn't do this. So this is the Blanche property. I had nothing to do with it. I fought it. I had nothing to do with it. In fact, I was against it. First school in Western Weber County. Inger Nicholson. Something rotten in the dude, Denmark. Something rotten in the dude. Walking to school with, holding hands with Everett Ruess. Which I've been doing my whole life. They're my kids when they went to school there. My dogs, my springers, would be up to school. Cassie comes home and says, Boone and Crocker were up there. And Boone was the shades. Boone was sleeping and he sleeps in the closet. All the kids play with him. He'd sleep right inside the closet in the school. He was like the mascot. You know, they're cowboys now. They're cowboys and longhorns. Cowboys ain't native here. Ducks are. Great fly away the marsh. Jackrabbits were. Muskrats were. Mosquitoes were. Sandhill cranes are. Longhorns? Fucking becomes as natural as occupying a fucking birth refuge. Fuck, the songbirds walking up here by the thousands. What happened to them all? You're looking at them. We tore out Paradise and paved it with a fucking parking lot. Tear down the Frank Lloyd Wright fucking masterpiece when it was perfect. I had all the money appropriated, turned into the Western Weber County Museum. But rules? Fucking school board, these punks, they have no fucking rules. They do whatever they want. Like I said, Western Weber County. Two goals left. Something rotten in the New Denmark. Something rotten in the New Denmark. Huh. You'll be glad I shot this video in 2 years. People that live here. So, oh my God, look what it used to look like. It was all marsh. Great big artesian, beautiful well right there, giant. What happened? Well, the drought, but drought gonna last forever? I don't know. By the way, it's 100 degrees every day all week. We've only had 3 days in the history of Snow, Utah. No, Utah. Not consecutive days. 3 days in the month of September or 100. We're gonna be 100 for the next 10. You know, and by the way, the Great Salt Lake was at normal level in 2011, 2012. My spiral jetty videos proved all this historic work. What did I get for it? What did I get for it? No, I got my life. You can spin around in your shiny coffin. We got to cut the cars in this country in half. Well, they should be down 90%. You know, this whole 1980 to present. Consumption junkies, what's your function? Staying tuned and walking to school. Where's that beautiful Frank Lloyd Wright masterpiece? They threw the brick pavers, they threw the tile, imported from Italy, the masters, the artisans, in Molding's dump out there by the nuclear. That's Little Mountain where they choose Western Zirconium, where they, you know, redoing the freaking nuclear tip missiles, the Tridents, the Mox fuel facility. Stay tuned.